If you're driving, please remember to use your car's Bluetooth speaker while listening to the AM Drive. Sports talk is not worth your safety or the safety of others.
Grab your popcorn and sit back.
Jump the gun. Oh, no, give me more than that. Okay, go this way. That was dumb. We are.
How could I tell you when nobody wants to? Ill-fated words I will choke.
Happy Friday to everyone in the sports universe. This is the AM Drive on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. We are live. I'm your host, Michael Carvelis. We have the best morning sports show. You can support our show when you buy our merchandise. Head to amdrive.online and pick up a mug, t-shirt, you name it. And don't worry about the price. If it's more expensive than another podcast, let us know. We'll price match it even if it means taking a loss. That's amdrive.online. On today's show, we're going to talk Stanley Cup, Game 4 and 5, some NBA trades, the NBA draft, Kyrie Irving's wish list, and Arch Manning commits to Texas. The Colorado Avalanche are up 3-1 on the defending two-time champion Tampa Bay Lightning. They won the ugly Game 4, where Tampa even outshot Colorado 17-4 early and even had a 2-1 lead. What's crazy about Game 4 was the game really gained a lot of momentum when it was 2-1, and the Avalanche shot a puck that went off the skate of an Avs player or a Lightning player, and then ricocheted past Vasilevsky and tied the game up. After that, it seemed like the Avalanche kept shooting, even evened up the shooting discrepancy. And then in overtime, Kadri scores a controversial game winner to win 3-2 and take control of the series 3-1. While Colorado does have a stranglehold on the series, I do believe the Lightning will spoil the parade in Mile High. We've learned this whole playoffs to not count out Tampa's ability to be resilient. There's a reason they've won it twice and are here once again. So I got to give my credit to Tampa. I know it's 3-1. I know it's ugly right now, but I would not be surprised if it takes Avs 6 games, although I'll reassess this after Game 5 over the weekend. Let's get to some NBA trades. The Pistons traded Jeremy Grant, who was a nice 3-and-D power forward, to the Blazers. Now, Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN said Portland is still trying to build a contender around Damian Lillard. And this at first seemed kind of dumb to me. I mean, it hasn't worked for a decade, so why keep trying? But once you look deeper, you kind of see why. Damian Lillard is loyal to your irrelevant franchise. Nobody can explain it. You just know that that is the case. Is it killing his legacy by not having a ring? Yeah. Is it keeping him in the shadows? Yeah. I mean, just look at how long it took him to make an all-star team. But you have to cherish it as an irrelevant organization. And we should love it as fans. To me, as great as superstars joining forces is, that gives them leeway to rest and even take it easy. You know when you watch a Portland game that you'll see effort and passion, and that to me matters. Now, do I think Jeremy Grant makes this team a contender? No. But do I think Portland is doing it smart? Yeah. As for Detroit, they now have $45 million in cap space, which leads me to the next trade. The Pistons then acquired Kemba Walker last night from the Knicks in a 3-way deal. This makes me wonder if Detroit has seen the second coming of Jesus before us all. I mean, the Lions looked like the most competitive team I've ever seen, with the possibility of going 0-17 at the same time. And the Pistons even had Blake Griffin a few years ago. Now, was Blake the same Blake that jumped over a Kia in LA? No. Did Kemba just have a bad year in New York? Yeah. But the Pistons already have Cade Cunningham, and now they add a guard who can score and is a team guy. It's a very good sign. As for the Knicks, though, who traded Kemba, reports are coming out that they'll aggressively pursue Jalen Brunson of the Mavericks this offseason. I'll talk about that next, by the way, because we've got some Knicks talk coming up and also some Mavericks talk as well. But I cannot wait to do the rest of the show, by the way. I'll talk about last night's NBA draft, also Kyrie Irving, the wish list I talked about. I'm going to try to play Santa Claus here. I'm going to try to see what's best for Kyrie, even though he's been kind of naughty. Let's be real. I'm going to give him a nice team to go to, and it's a long laundry list. So this will be an abbreviated show today. Unfortunately, for those of you that are waiting for Kyle Guy, Kyle has a golf tournament coming up this weekend with his Kyle Guy Foundation. So I wanted to mention that while he initially agreed to come on, we are now going to reschedule. So shout out Kyle Guy for willing to come on the show again. We'll hopefully see him next week, and we'll also let you know on Twitter at AM Drive TV what's going on with that. All right, guys, we'll be right back. It's the AM Drive on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The AM Drive with Mike and Aaron might be the best morning show ever. If you love the show, shop the merchandise for $26 hoodies, $16 shirts, even $13 mugs. High quality swag for cheap because Mike and Aaron love the fans. The best morning show, the lowest price merch at amdrive.online.
This is Popple, the next generation business card. With just a tap, your Popple instantly shares your digital business card to both iPhone and Android devices. The best part? The other person doesn't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. To pop your info, tap your Popple to the top of an iPhone, the center of an Android, or just scan your in-app QR code. And just like that, all your info is saved to their phone. More connections, more leads, more sales. That's Popple. Download our free app and get your Popple today.
Aren't you the Vice Golf guy?
Yeah, you want an autograph?
Yeah. Actually, I was just wondering if the balls are any good.
The balls are amazing. You look like a Pro Plus guy.
I thought you'd never ask. It's actually better than my old ball.
And it's half the price.
Top performing golf ball, half the price. It's almost stealing.
Quit searching the globe and get your high-performing golf balls at vicegolf.com.
Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
If you want the best in sports merchandise, you have to go to mikeandaarondrive.com and click the F. When you do that, the entire Fanatics experience is at your disposal. Fanatics has got your favorite player's jersey, championship hats, even autograph stuff. Not to mention daily deals like today's free shipping on orders of $24 or more. Support your team and our show at mikeandaarondrive.com and click the Fanatics logo. For that, we thank you. The NBA draft. The Orlando Magic selected Duke's Paolo Banchero with the number 1 pick. He's the fourth number 1 pick. He's the fourth Duke player to be drafted at number 1, following in the footsteps of Elton Brand, Kyrie Irving, and Zion Williamson. I actually like Paolo's game. He's 6'10", has a good post game, and also is a really good defender. I think he's actually pretty polished, and he should be pretty good year one. I know it's kind of taboo to say as a Magic like a person who watches the Magic a little bit, but he actually reminds me of Jason Tatum. Like, Tatum was never a three-point sniper in college. He was just a good defender with a nice post game and nice mid-range game. That looks like Paolo. So it's interesting to see how Paolo's going to look. And no, he does not look like Patrick Mahomes. That's a stupid reporter. The reporter needs glasses. The next pick went to OKC, and they selected Chet Holmgren, and that's the long white kid from Gonzaga. I know he needs to grow stronger, but hey, he should be fine. He's a willing rebounder despite being so slight in his frame, and he has the ability to develop a consistent shot. And to me, he has the highest ceiling out of the top 3 picks. Also, ESPN should be ashamed for posting a photo of Josh Giddey, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Chet Holmgren saying Big 3 in OKC. No, hell no. It's funny because Shai's a nice, good long guard, but he's not a top-tier point guard. Josh Giddey's a nice young prospect, whoop-de-doo. And Chet Holmgren, you hope grows up. I mean, come on, guys. Big 3, stop that. The third pick in the draft was Jabari Smith Jr. from Auburn. He went to the Rockets and is a pure scorer. So I think Jalen Green and Jabari Smith Jr. will be a good backcourt duo sooner rather than later. Now, what was the most intriguing thing about this draft for me personally was after about 7 picks, I lost interest. And I don't know if that's because the NBA draft is such a poorly produced thing. Like, when you're watching it, it's so boring. It's so boring. And then when I also don't know if it's the fact that the NBA has smaller rosters. So yeah, it's only natural by round 5 of the NFL draft. I still recognize a few names. But tell me if you recognize, and no disrespect to these guys, okay? I'm on Twitter, and I'm going to look at Adrian Wojnarowski's tweets from these top picks, okay? The Warriors are targeting Toledo's Ryan Hollins at number 44. The Clippers are targeting Michigan's Musa Diabate at 43. The Pacers want Kendall Brown from Baylor. Like, no offense, but who are those guys? Like, I'm going to go to the NFL draft real quick from 2022, and you tell me if you recognize picks 40 through 44, okay? Let's see, round 2. Come on now. Round 2. Pick 40, Boy Mafa. Yeah, it's the defensive end. 42, Andrew Booth, cornerback from Clemson. I know it's right there in front of me, but you get it. John Mechie, the Alabama wide receiver at 44. Let's scroll down some more. Alec Pierce to the Colts. That's a Cincinnati Bearcats stud. I mean, those guys are in round 2 of the NFL draft, and I'm looking at round 2 of the NBA draft. Like, who are these guys? Like, seriously. Is that because college basketball, as long as it is only good in March Madness? I don't know. It's maybe because college football games matter that much more, but that was just so weird to me after like 7 draft picks. I'm like, who are these guys? Like, no offense, but who are you? I know there's Draymond Greens and Nikola Jokic, but come on, guys. It's the lottery and that's it. That's it. Oh. This next topic is going to throw me for a loop here. Kyrie Irving has a wish list of teams he would like to go to if he and the Brooklyn Nets cannot get a deal done. Now, for obvious reasons off the court, the Brooklyn Nets may not want to keep Kyrie Irving. Also, Kevin Durant is considering jumping as well. So Kyrie has a wish list of the Lakers, the Clippers, the Knicks, the Miami Heat, the Mavericks, the 76ers. This list is so wild compared to what I know about Kyrie Irving and what the media has told me, okay? So let's break down each team, okay? And I don't even need my notes anymore because that was all I had time for was the first ones anyways. How about that? Nice tablet, love the thing, but oh well. Okay, so let's get into it. Here's the deal. Kyrie Irving, this is not my time to harp on Kyrie being a bad teammate and a weirdo, okay? Because he is, and he is. But I'm just saying, okay? So let's look at this team first. The Lakers, okay? We have, 6 teams here. The Los Angeles Lakers, this is intriguing because of, LeBron James. Like, I know that we were a family-friendly show here, but let's be real. There's an honest rumor, I don't know if it's honest, but there's a rumor on the internet you can find if you do some research, and unfortunately I did. The LeBron James slept with Kyrie Irving's girlfriend after they won the championship in 2016. Okay? I've been wanting to say LeBron James, he might be a nice family man on social media, but let's be real. He's an NBA player, and they sleep with everybody. Okay? I'm being serious. Okay? That's me being an unbiased LeBron James fan. So that might have led to the downfall of those two. Whatever happened, Kyrie thought he could do it himself. Because, Cleveland, he worked out so well doing it himself for all his years. He missed the playoffs, man. Anyways. So you got the fact that Kyrie wants to go to the Lakers with LeBron James. You add the fact that Anthony Davis, I don't know if LeBron would be okay with trading AD for Kyrie. Because what would you trade Kyrie for? According to the ESPN and everybody else, all 6 of these teams do not have the cap space currently to do something with Kyrie, and the Nets would have to make some adjustments themselves. I don't know if that's going to happen. I know they still want him there. But who would I want back if I'm the Nets? You've got Taylor Horton Tucker, obviously. Austin Reeves is a nice young point guard from Oklahoma. Who else you got on the roster? I don't know. I don't know of that many guys you can just trade away and hope that Kyrie Irving is there. Because I also believe their draft picks are kind of scarce for the next few years. So, I don't know if that works, okay? The Clippers is intriguing because of 2 things. Number 1, it's literally LeBron's enemy team right now. And number 2 is they have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard coming back healthy. And a nice guard in Trey Mann. And Marcus Morris, who's a dirty player but still a good player. And Ivica Zubac. And Coach Tyronn Lue, who coached Kyrie in 2016. Wow. I would not put it past Kyrie to go join the team to beat LeBron James. And if you think the Clippers would not be favored, I don't know what to tell you. That team should be favored even with LeBron and AD healthy. The Clippers are a better team. But chemistry is a schmuck. Chemistry is an awful, awful thing. And Clippers would need it, and they would not have it because Kawhi would whine about his foot. Paul George would be hurt. And Kyrie is Kyrie. Let's be real. That's intriguing basketball-wise. Number 3, the New York Knicks. So this one is also interesting for a reason or two. He's playing on the Nets. Him and Kevin Durant literally did not want to go to New York. So they took Brooklyn, New York instead. It's got to be said, although the Knicks will eagerly pursue Jalen Brunson, I get that. Kyrie to the Knicks, I don't even know if Tom Thibodeau would want that. Because just like the next team, Tom Thibodeau wants his guys to play hard. He might play Kyrie 49 minutes a night. Seriously. And Kyrie, dang well will not do that. As for the Miami Heat, this is hard for me. I don't think people realize what we would have to give up for Kyrie Irving. You would most certainly have to give up Tyler Hero. You might have to give up both Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, which would give Kevin Durant a luxury reason to stay in Brooklyn. You think Cameron Thomas and Joe Harris can shoot? Hero and Robinson can too. You might have to give up Omar Yurtseven, the big, long guy who's got promising future as a big man. And you already have Kyle Lowry. Now, Kyle Lowry is getting older. But if we're going to say Kyle Lowry's getting older, Kyrie Irving doesn't even show up. Like, seriously, I understand that I wasn't going to say anything terrible about him, but guys, Kyrie, let's be fair, has kind of a reputation for not showing up. Period. He doesn't show up to work. You think Miami wants that? No. Now, basketball-wise, I didn't want James Harden for the same reason. Basketball-wise, Kyrie has no good defense, and he's not even a pass-first player. Like, sorry, but what Eric Spoelstra has built, your point guard has to pass the ball, and Kyrie is worse than Steph Curry when it comes to that stuff. In terms of willing passers, I understand they can pass. Everybody can pass. The question is, will they? Now, Dallas Mavericks were the one that shocked the crap out of me. Mark Cuban is a good owner, as far as I know. I know he's kind of a scumbag, but he's a good owner, popular owner. You've got Luka Doncic, a team that might lose Jalen Brunson, guys. I didn't realize Kyrie liked Luka like that. I mean, Luka has to be part of that equation, correct? Well, I'm not wrong for saying Kyrie sees Luka and that puts the cherry on top for that. Even if he likes Dallas as an organization, which I don't see why he would, he sees Luka. That's impressive to me. A guy like Kyrie, who's really good, sees Luka Doncic. Incredible. But I don't know how that would work in Dallas. But you have Christian Wood, Luka Doncic, and Kyrie Irving. Good lineup. 76ers are another one that's very weird. Does Kyrie know that James Harden literally left because of him? And that's what's being reported here. So that blows my mind that Kyrie says, hey, I wouldn't mind playing with Embiid and Harden. Well, you might not mind playing with Embiid. Hey, here's an idea. Without saying James Harden back to Brooklyn, because I think James Harden and Kevin Durant would be better than Kyrie and Kevin Durant, to be fair. Like, Harden is a more team-first kind of guy. Although he's powdered his way out of town, too. Good Lord. But Kyrie, what about if they just ship Joel Embiid to Brooklyn? Like, seriously. Embiid was, guess what? Guess when Joel Embiid got hurt again? In the playoffs when you need him the most? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Then he always gets hurt when he matters most. He's like Todd Gurley. It's just the NFL will actually let you go after a couple years doing that. Joel Embiid has an MVP type season, can't even play the final few games. Come on, man. Oh, Lordy. When I come back, I'm talking Arch Manning. Yes, it is who you think it is. He committed to Texas, but it was at the expense of two other guys. You won't want to miss it. It's the AM Drive on Twitter, YouTube, and Mark Zuckerberg. The AM Drive with Mike and Aaron might be the best morning show ever. If you love the show, shop the merchandise for $26 hoodies, $16 shirts, even $13 mugs. High quality swag for cheap because Mike and Aaron love the fans. The best morning show, the lowest price merch at amdrive.online.
This is Popple, the next generation business card. With just a tap, your Popple instantly shares your digital business card to both iPhone and Android devices. The best part? The other person doesn't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. To pop your info, tap your Popple to the top of an iPhone, the center of an Android, or just scan your in-app QR code. And just like that, all your info is saved to their phone. More connections, more leads, more sales. That's Popple. Download our free app and get your Popple today.
Aren't you the Vice Golf guy?
Yeah. You want an autograph?
Yeah. Actually, I was just wondering if the balls are any good.
The balls are amazing. You look like a Pro Plus guy.
I thought you'd never ask. It's actually better than my old ball.
And it's half the price.
Top performing golf ball, half the price. It's almost stealing.
Quit searching the globe and get your high-performing golf balls at vicegolf.com.
Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
If you host a podcast or run a small business, it's hard spreading the word, we'll be the first to admit. Friends want to check it out, but chances are you guys might not. So it's time to force you and choke you into doing so with Popl and grow your brand. P-O-P-L. Popl is an easy-to-use but high-tech digital business card. You can get your Popl using the code AMDRIVE for 20% off your order. Set up your links and share, and don't worry. People you share with will not even need a Popl, so it makes it that much better and simpler. So when you get your Popl and keychain, Pop's not even credit card form, enter the code AMDRIVE in all caps for 20% off on popl.co. Well, Arch Manning made his commitment about a day ago, and it's Texas over Georgia, Alabama, and Clemson. Wow. This is a groundbreaking thing. And Arch Manning, of course, is, since ESPN 300 started in 2006, the highest player that Texas has gotten was Garrett Gilbert in 2009, who now, by the way, is an XFL and USFL guy. That just lets you know last time they had a decent quarterback in Texas. I know they had Sam Ehlinger, who was really good, but I think Sam was a walk-on or something like that, or a transfer. And he's also with the Colts, wearing the number 4 that I'm going to tell you to wear, whatever. But no, Arch Manning, dude, this guy is supposed to be the best Manning ever. Like, we've seen Peyton and Eli and Archie, and now Arch. They say this guy's better than the first 3. And rightfully so. I believe since he was like 5 years old, he's been trying to throw a football like the Mannings. Hey, this guy's got mobility too. Imagine if Peyton Manning had wheels. Are you kidding me? Come on. There'd be no debate in the GOAT debate anymore. It'd just be Peyton Manning and whoever else. Like, darn your Super Bowls. I got the brains, I got the arm, and I got the legs. Oh, please. That's Arch Manning. This is going to be incredible. You know that he's going to know the game well, so he's going to be able to pre-snap read. Now, granted, going into Steve Sarkisian's offense, you might learn little to nothing to squat about football. Well, I know it's going to be a deep playbook, but let's be real. You're not going to be reading defenses. You're just going to, go, hurry up. If I miss you back there, sorry, grab your shoelaces and let's go. But here's the thing. It's not going to translate well to the NFL, so Arch might have a slight learning curve. But holy cow, this dude's a bigger recruit than Trevor Lawrence was, man. I'm serious. I'm excited. Not the fact that he's going to Texas, because let's be real. Kirby Smart has got to be thinking about the pistol in his hand and saying, you know why? Because he's the idiot who passed on Justin Fields for freaking, what's his name? Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm. Oh, my God. Oh, living in Georgia, that still kills me. I know Georgia won it with Stetson Bennett, but my God. Oh, I do wonder if the reason Arch didn't go to Georgia, if one of the reasons is because maybe Kirby wasn't fully invested in using him. Steve Sarkisian is going to, one of the things that would make me go to Texas is I don't have to worry about my numbers being good. I'm gonna line up college football. If I am that dude, like Arch Manning supposedly is, I'm going to line up college football for the rest of time, okay? So, what's going to be funny about this is how good will Arch Manning be, and will he get the praise? Because let's say Texas loses 2 games every year. Does Arch lose a little bit of hype? Who knows? As for Alabama, Nick Saban's also, I guess, Arch saw Bryce Love there. No, not Bryce Love. What's his name? Is it Bryce Love? What's the Alabama kid's name? Bryce, I'm looking that up just because I'm pissed. Bryce Young. Ha! Without even looking it up, I can do that. So Bryce Young is supposed to play the next good quarterback next year's draft. So it's weird that Nick Saban didn't get him as well, but to be fair, once again, that's a running football team, to be fair. So it's not surprising that a quarterback who wants to get drafted high would not go there. I think Virginia threw me off. Like, why in the world would you want to go to Virginia? As for Clemson, like Dabo Swinney, sucks that he can't have him. He might be stuck with DJ Ukulele for the next 55 years. That dude's horrible. We'll see. But no, congrats to Arch Manning. I know she's doing what's best for him, whatever. Yay. You guys have a great weekend. I'm done. I'm not going to drone on and on. I'm done. It's over. Oh, I'm out of water. To be fair, hopefully next week Kyle Guy will come on the show, and if not, I won't hold it against him. Just know that I'll be wearing his jersey when he comes on. Hopefully. I didn't pay for fast shipping, but whatever. Please do have a good weekend. Like I said, enjoy yourselves. There's the Papa logo because I forgot to put it up. Those that listen and watch the replays, thank you. And hey, you guys have a great one. Enjoy the weekend, and please drive safe. Seriously. Bye.